audio on demand from Vision Christian Media.
Exploring faith and the future. Neil Johnson and Bible teacher Dr. Camille Majdali.
Our discussion about the culture war has grown to how do you survive at university when your university is, in fact, leftist progressivist. There's a challenge for you there, Camille. You talked in our last program about students surviving in university, and that is a real challenge. You've got some more advice and some practical things that people can do today.
Well, first of all, choose your major wisely, because some majors are more susceptible to being subjective and biased than others. Some suggestions are science, economics, and believe it or not, even politics. They can be more even-handed majors than some of the others. There are professors who are committed to teaching their subjects objectively, regardless of their worldviews. Seek such professors out. That's a good start, Neil.
Camille, I imagine the reputation of the university that you're studying in is going to be important, and that might give you a clue as to how you can judge or choose the integrity of your lecturers.
Well, that is right, but more importantly is the integrity of the student, because the integrity of the upright will guide them, according to Proverbs 11 and verse 3. Basically, student integrity means this, that the dedicated student will work hard, study hard, and they will be respected even if they happen to be traditional values conservatives. So it's important, Neil, to do the right thing. Study hard, use the best sources, primary sources that is, do quality work, show passion for what you do and what you believe. And remember that your minority status as a conservative can be absolutely an asset, not a liability, because it will spur you on to try harder, think deeper and more critically, come up with great insights, and so on. Now, of course, you may feel outnumbered, like a Daniel in the lion's den or a babe in Babylon, but if you will walk the way of integrity, for sure you will come forth as gold.
Is it the case too, Camille, that if you have relationship within your local church, perhaps it's your pastor or someone else who's studied at an academic high level, that they might be a support and a guide and someone who can help you through some of the challenges that you might face if you are in that progressivist situation?
Well, being a member of a local church while at uni, of course, is a very great asset and, in my opinion, indispensable in thriving in a context or environment that normally would be hostile to what you believe. But in addition to being in the house of God and being under the covering of a church, also, it should go without saying, is your prayer life. 1 Thessalonians 5:17 tells us, pray without ceasing. Because people of faith have a very powerful weapon for fighting the culture war. It's called prayer. And this verse takes on fresh meaning in the light of all that we've learned this far. It also gives us an unprecedented perspective, Neil, the heavenly perspective. As mentioned in Ephesians 2:6, we are seated in heavenly places. So, when you remember the overriding principle of the culture war is ultimately a spiritual war, then our weapons must be equally spiritual, and thus prayer becomes mandatory, not just a nice option. Remember, Hebrews 4:16, the throne room of grace becomes accessible to us if we pray without ceasing and bear in mind that the effectual, fervent prayer of a righteous man avails much. That's James 5:16. Good advice now and always.
Faith and the Future with Neil Johnson and Dr. Camille Majdali from Teach All Nations. For more from Dr. Majdali, including books and DVDs on prophecy, Bible commentaries, plus today's and other episodes of Faith and the Future, go to vision.org.au.
Thanks for taking time to listen to this audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. To find out more about us, go to vision.org.au.